This is a very intriguing, compelling matchup. This team comes in ranked in the top 5 on the road wearing a very big target, trying to avoid that upset trap. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Auburn's offense comes on the field to open this game. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
The shotgun handoff here. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff in a single back formation. They stop him, but it's a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield, it's Little. Grabbed by the receiver. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Ball handed to the running back. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Auburn.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the point after is good. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. He's in the clear. Touchdown, LSU. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Back to pass. It's Little. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw. Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. They drive downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. What a catch! Breaking free at the 35. Inside the 10. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver grabs it. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. First quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Blocked with the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. No huddle here for the offense. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
I think the emotions were flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw it again. He lets it rip. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. LSU has moved into the red zone. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. It's a run. Running back's got it. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Little. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete under heavy pressure. Big 4th down stop. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. From the pocket, delivers over the middle, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Finds his target, and it's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 1st down.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. To the air, it's Little. And the receiver's got it. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And they hand it off to the back. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Parker. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. That completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Contact as he let the ball go.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage.
Pointing toward the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. They move the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Running with purpose. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Breaks into the clear. Slides to avoid the big hit. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Trapped again in the pocket. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fielded near the 20. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Tigers. The special teams produce a score. And suddenly we have a lead change on that punt return for a touchdown.
You know, sometimes the difference in a game can be the special teams. I know personally I get so caught up in studying the offense and the defense, it's easy sometimes to overlook how big of a deal field position can be, and plays like this can be to the outcome of a game. We all just got a great reminder.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And here's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Now it's second down here. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Catch made on the outback. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Pressure is coming. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Back to throw. It's Little. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second level.
Blitz and a quick sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Parker. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road, why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
He lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Worthy. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. First and goal, handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On second and goal, they hand it to him again. And they're able to get him down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself.
Touchdown, Auburn. This offense cannot be stopped. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Signs the quick throw. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking downfield. It's Little. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback still with the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
A running play called on fourth down. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. Hit as he released it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just standing there, gets hit again. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's looking deep down the middle. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Grinding away with a running game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. That gain makes it 2nd and medium.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. Now comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations.